I'm Betsy Lynn, and this is Love Betsy Lynn. I'm starting to think about the 4th of July and decorating for it. We used to have really big barbecues on the 4th of July, but we haven't done that lately. But the way things are right now, I figure why not decorate for it? I have a lot of red stuff. I have some white things. But in general, I don't have any blue. And I was gonna try to do as much decorating with things that I already have. So I got to looking around and thinking, and I remembered I'd made up a bunch of red pom-poms, like these. And I had some yarn I picked up at a yard sale last summer because there were a few colors in it I wanted, and I was only going to buy part of it, but the ladies like, take it all. So I did. And so I had the blue separated out to give away. And so I remembered that, and I pulled the blue yarn out. And so I started making blue pom-poms. Now I have a whole bunch of fabric that I've been gathering up to make a red, white, and blue quilt for several years. So my plan is to do that this year, as in maybe later today I'll start on it. But also making some pillow covers. I figured that since I have the fabric, that's a real quick way to introduce some red, white, and blue into the color scheme. So, blue pom-poms. Thought that would be really cute on the corners of the pillows. And I have just, I don't know, springing pom-poms around because pom-poms are fun. So if I'm gonna do that, why not make some red, white, and blue pom-poms? So this one is like the giant one. I haven't trimmed them up or anything, but I thought I would show you how I am making these pom-poms. So I'm just using regular yarn, stuff I had. And then I have these are Heidi Swap pom-pom makers, but I know you can get them in different brands now. I want to say like Plaid maybe makes some. No, it's anyway, some of the major sewing notion companies are making these now, and I have 3 sizes here: small, medium, and large. And so I thought I would just make up a medium one real quick and show you how I did the red, white, and blue one. Grab my scissors. So these are really easy to use. It has these things that pull out like so. And then you wrap the yarn around there, put it in, wrap the yarn around there, put it in, and then trim around it. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm just pulling the yarn out of the center of the skein. Usually works pretty good if you're able to do that. I had the red yarn already. That is something I bought new several years ago. I bought it to tie packages up with it. And you just wrap it around and around and around and around and around. And the more yarn you put on here, the thicker your pom-pom will be. It's kind of tricky around the edges. Not real tricky though, just a little bit more so than it is in other areas. And it's nice to have your yarn in something like this to keep it contained, because otherwise it's like rolling around. I did some last night on the couch and they kept going underneath the couch, so it's like, oh, today I'll put it in the tote that I happen to have sitting around. I just bought some of these in a couple other different shapes from the Dollar Tree to put in the cupboards to hold baking goods like chocolate chips and brown sugar and that kind of stuff. it's one of those things, you get really frustrated with the way they are, but you don't think about what you can do to change it. And then we'll be watching something on YouTube or see a magazine, or just even have the idea, oh wow, I could put those in a tub, and then that would help contain them. So I did that with a couple of them, and that's working out really well. So I went back to the Dollar Tree to buy some more. These are really lightweight, and I'm planning on putting bags of flour in them, so I'm not sure how well they're gonna work. But for now, for yarn, they're working great. So on this one, I'm gonna do half blue and half white. So what I do is I just kind of hold on to the tail of the yarn and wrap it around and go over that, and then you can let go of it and it stays fine. So this yarn is a little bit thinner than the red, but that's okay. Just around and around it goes. Are you guys getting everything done that you were hoping to get done? I know I have lots of projects going on. I've been trying to limit myself to only working on 2 projects at a time. I don't know. It's going. I don't know how well it's going. I guess you can just, if you're working on more than that, you can just kind of enlarge the realm of your projects, perhaps. Such as I am working on the stairway. And while I am working on the stairway, I also decided to paint the doors in the hallway. And then that led to the front door and the back door. And then I wasn't happy with the way the paint was turning out. So I actually went and bought some paint, same color, because I really liked it, same brand, and had to repaint everything, so that really sucked. So I've been working on those today, and this weekend I know I will be working on the stairs some more, hoping to have that all finished this weekend. And for me, based on my husband's work schedule, the weekend is Sunday and Monday. So we'll see how it all plays out in the end. But things are going good so far. And this white yarn is really thick. And I wrapped them around probably more than I have to, but oh well. Just keep going around and around. And you can see how much faster it goes with the white yarn, with it being as thick as it is. Okay, I think that's good. So now you just have it all cut. You can see I've got the red, white, and blue are all closed, and now there's like these little grooves in here, and then you just kind of cut. And for doing this, I found that small scissors work better, and I just kind of get it in there and kind of gnaw away at it. If you can see this or not. Here, I'll zoom. Okay, so sort of see where I've cut. And now I'm going to start on this side, just placing my scissors in the groove there. And this side is proving to be a lot harder to cut because there's so many more strands of the blue because of it being thinner. But I'm slowly gnawing away at it. And we're almost done. Yay! It's a yarn sandwich. Okay, so now that we've wrapped around it and trimmed it, I'm going to take a piece of yarn and it will slide in between to tie everything together. So I just kind of put it in the groove and then pull on it. This is kind of hard to do because you want to tie it off as tight as you can. And what I've been finding is that I'm not getting it very tight, so I'm tying it again after I take it out of the holder, which I will probably be doing again, and I can show you how I do that. But yeah, you just want to try to get it just as tight as you can. Okay, so now you kind of open these up. This is the part that I was the most confused by. How could it possibly work? Well, so the camera ran out of memory. Anyway, so you pull these pieces out and then you pull them all apart. And then you have a pom-pom. So right here I did actually get it pretty tight. I've had some that have been much looser than this. So I think I'm good with just leaving this the way it is. And there we go. It's a red, white, and blue pom-pom. Pretty simple. You can also do this the way I learned as a kid, by having a piece of cardboard or something that you can wrap the yarn around and then cut it. Let me see if I can find a piece of cardboard. We could do one that way as well. Okay, so I went and looking in the recycling, and here is a small box. I'm just going to fold it in half. A regular piece of cardboard would work. This is what I had handy. So let's do one in red. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the string in here and then fold that. So when I go to cut it, the string will be there already. And I hope I'm remembering how to do this correctly, because I haven't done it in a long time this way. Clover, I think, is the brand that makes or what I should say, one of the brands that makes these. And around and around and around and around we go. So my channel is quite new. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I do a lot of different things, and I redo furniture, pick up things at secondhand stores and garage sales, paper crafts, quilting, DIY in a very general way. All right, so I think we're gonna call that good. But yeah, if you could like and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me since I am just starting. So what I'm doing now is I'm cutting, and I'm just trying to cut in and hold it, the area where I folded it over. The pom-pom maker definitely makes this easier. Okay. So me putting the thread in there did not help in any way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie this in 2 different areas and make 2 pom-poms out of it. I'll tie it with 2 different colors, or different color than the red, so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe if I move this, you can see too. So this is what I ended up when I cut it off. And I'm just gonna tie it. As tight as I can near one end. And do the same near the other end. I don't know how well this is going to turn out. I've not done this way before. I've gotten really spoiled having the pom-pom maker. Okay, so that is what I've done. Now I'm going to cut it in the middle-ish. And there's a pom-pom. And there's a ragtaggedy pom-pom. Of course, you can trim these up. I have a tendency when I do this to really trim them up, and then I'll end up with just this tiny little thing when I'm done. So we'll call that one good enough. And just kind of, I think that's good enough for this one. So a couple of different ways to make some pom-poms. And you could even tie these together and make a garland of them. Wouldn't that be cute? All right. Please get down here so you can see me. Please like and subscribe and share. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. Just cute pillows. And I love the pom-poms. I think they're a lot of fun. And so I was able to put together something 4th of July-ish without it being specifically out of 4th of July fabric.